Welcome to Bronze Medal Moms, the podcast where we aren't going for gold, we're going for bronze on the daily. I'm Amy.
And I'm Amanda, and we are here to remind you that you don't have to be perfect to show up, survive, and even thrive in motherhood.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, girl.
It feels like, okay, well, welcome to June Coffee Talk.
It's, I'm going to say it, I don't like summer. I don't miss having these calls.
I do too. So it's Amy and Amanda. We're back just for a June Coffee Talk. If you missed it, we took a break from weekly live episodes.
Right.
A chance to catch up. I will say I've had a couple people at the theater, a couple moms tell me they have been catching up on our episodes.
Oh, good.
It's working, but I miss you. I know,
I miss you too.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be like a 4-hour coffee talk because we have a lot to catch up on, I feel like.
And if y'all don't know, I mean, I feel like y'all know by now, but Amy and I live like 3 hours apart. So it's not like we get to see each other all the time.
Right.
Like, this is how we see each
other. And I do think at first we were like, okay, we're still going to keep on a weekly Zoom. We're just not going to record episodes. We haven't even done that. Like summer, I don't know.
Because life is happening. Summer is insane.
I think we said this in our summer podcast to moms. Like, you think it's going to be this great break, and it never is. It like smacks you in the face.
No, I feel like everything, and maybe it is like certain things, like, you know, you're knocking out all the doctor's appointments. Like, I realized I've got to get my car inspection not to run out in January because it's reversed in the car. And so when I see it, it's a 10. I was like, I need it to be any other month. So I realized that it's out every time. But like little things like that, you like knock out those little things. And like at the beginning of the summer, Chris and I are like, let's repaint the dining room. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Right. That's the stuff we do when kids are back in school. Mine was the same. So like summer, in fairness, our summer started before Memorial Day in terms of when we got out of school.
Yeah, same.
It was going at a nice, leisurely pace. And then all of a sudden June hit and bam, smacked me in the face, took me out at the knees. I'm like, what is happening?
Well, you also single parented for 2 weeks in June.
I did. So the day I got back from my 7-hub run, which we can tell our listeners about, I actually think I want to do an entire episode on the United 7-hub run. It was so fun.
Oh, fun.
A bunch of strangers. Well, in fairness, they were all strangers to me. Several of them knew each other already because they're all aviation enthusiasts. We all met and hit all of United Airlines 7 hubs in one day. So we went from Newark, New Jersey, Dulles in Washington, D.C., Chicago, Houston, Denver, L.A., San Francisco, all in one day. And then
if somebody doesn't like to fly, this sounds like a nightmare.
Oh my gosh, I know. We had so much fun. And I think if I was on any of our flights and wasn't part of it, I would have been annoyed because there was lots of clapping and cheering. But then like on one flight, everyone on the plane.
I feel like if you're on a flight and something big like that's happening, I feel like it's cool.
Well, on one leg, everyone on the plane got a nice big giant custom sugar cookie that said like 7-hub run. And on another one of the legs, they gave everyone on the plane champagne or ginger ale to toast to all of us. So like
they're sharing in the fun. What are they complaining about?
But then once we landed in San Francisco, we landed at like 11:35 p.m. So we made it by midnight. A smaller group of people continued on to Honolulu, which is a United hub. And then they continued on the island hopper that takes you to Guam, but you have to hit like 7 little islands before you get there. So they are like hardcore. I took the red eye back from San Francisco. I got to Houston at like 7:30 in the morning.
I love a red eye flight.
Oh, this about killed me though.
But I love sleeping on an airplane and everyone getting tucked in. The plane's dark. I love it.
But then I got back and literally said hi to Steve, and then he left to go to London for work for 2 weeks.
High-fived it out.
And my car had to go into the shop. So I had to drive his stupid truck all week, taking Adelaide to camp. I hate it.
Go to our website and you can see Amy is not the tallest person. And Steve drives the biggest truck you've ever seen.
It's ridiculous. Every time Adelaide and I would walk out, because she started 9 to 5 camp that week. every time we'd walk out in the morning and I'd realize I had to drive the truck, I'd say a little cuss word and be like, "Ugh,
You're like, ah,
oh, the truck again." Hated it.
can you drive it? Like, it's huge. I feel like I would want to drive it.
It's humongous. I mean, I had no choice. I mean, I guess I could have Ubered everywhere.
I would be scared to drive something that big.
I did. I drove it all week until my car, and then I got my car back, and then literally 24 hours later, the engine light came back on. So that's the part of adulting. And I'm not a car person. I hate all of it. I told Steve, I was like, you know what? Next car, I'm going back on a lease. Like this one we bought, I'm like, I'm done with that. I want it back on a lease. Yeah, I want back on a lease.
Just to have the service.
Then I don't have to worry about anything. You turn it in every couple years, get a new one. Like, nah, I'm fine with that.
You're like, I'm done.
I'm just not a car person. I don't care what I drive.
I'm not a car person, but I will say I love my car, and it's an old car. And we are still in the kid phase, which I highly recommend this. If you have young kids, do not get a nice car. Don't do that to yourself. Oh, yeah. You are going to stress out every spill, every mark that you're going to think, oh my gosh, the resale value's gone, you know, blah, blah, blah. My kids can spill something in the back of the seat. I could care less. I mean, I'll clean it up, but I'm not going to get stressed. What happened? Rue had she was the Lorax for Halloween this year and had all this orange face paint. And there were weird orange fingerprints on the ceiling of my car that I was like, I'll get them out eventually. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, I will say, I don't care what my car is. I do, though, I do like an SUV only because after driving that for so long on Houston freeways, when I drive a sedan, I feel like my butt is on the concrete. Like, I feel like I'm sitting so low. So I do like to get up a little higher. And then the only other thing I need in a car, I need memory seats, because every time Steve gets in my car and adjusts the seat, it takes me 47 minutes to get it back the way I need it to be able to drive. So we realized, okay, memory seat. That's it.
That's how you play a good prank.
I don't
seen that prank where the guy goes to get the fast food and the wife put the memory seat on and he just slams it slowly into the steering wheel.
I have seen that.
His face is just, no.
Well, I don't know if our listeners can't see it unless they follow us on Instagram or check out our YouTube. But look, I'm at the theater. Can you tell what show we finished?
I know. Look at all this. It's
Pumbaa,
Lion King heads.
Yeah, there's Timon, Pumbaa, Zazu, Scar. This, I think, is one of the Simbas.
Just Lion King heads. And here, if anyone looked at my background, there's clown paintings on my wall. Oh, that is nice.
This is Mufasa.
How do you not then secretly take that for Halloween next year and be like, this is what I'm wearing?
They're phenomenal. They really are. But anyway.
Yeah, I would totally borrow that for Halloween.
Yeah. I love the theater. I love everything about it. For our listeners that don't know, I'm the president of a community theater. We do adult shows, and then we have a kids acting academy, which is how we got sucked in. I love it, but I don't get paid for it. So I really have to be here. Like, I literally could work here 10 hours a day. Sometimes I do.
Which is a sign of what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to love what you do.
Yes.
I just get paid for what you do.
I got to figure out how to get paid for it, but not community theater. We can barely pay for anything. So
yeah.
But anyway. So,
all right. So summer is off to a busy start. All right. World Cup. Are you watching World Cup at your house?
Absolutely. No, we're not well, so our admin at the theater, she's British, and I tell her not to Americanize anything. So it's football.
Football.
But anyway, no, I don't know. My bestie though, Ashley in the neighborhood, they are a soccer obsessed family. My other neighborhood friend, Jenny, they're probably going to listen to this episode. She also loves soccer. She's from Mexico, so they've been rooting for the Mexico team. Anyway, I'm in a group chat with them, and bless their hearts, they keep me in it while they talk World Cup. I have no idea what they're talking about.
They're like, we're going to convince her. We're going to bring her in. But here's what I have to say about it. I'm not a soccer person. I don't really I'm learning how soccer works. I don't know how soccer works. I think it's one of the most complicated things. But I just love the excitement about it. I love watching all these people come to America and experience America for the first time.
That's what I'm loving. I'm
Love,
loving,
like,
yeah.
the reels that people are posting. Like, I think it's Belgium. I think it's Belgium that posted like, "Dear Belgium government, why don't we have ranch dressing?
Oh, yes,
This
yes.
is what we need. We need ranch dressing."
And then are you seeing TSA has been
Yes.
confiscating ranch and put out a PSA saying, and
They'll
now,
confiscate the ranch.
but now Kraft has come back, and Kraft put out a post that said they, here pretty quickly, are developing a TSA approved ranch kit that people can take back with them as a carry-on that is approved.
That is awesome. And
Yeah.
that's America.
And that's very, I am loving following like all the Scottish in Boston, and like I am loving all of the posts of people here. So I do love that. I think that's
What did I posted this on it was a reel that it was something like, oh, I'm gonna butcher it, but it said like the World Cup is like having a sleepover with the cousins you never get to see because your parents don't get along.
I do love it. I think that's fun. I am sad for some of the political craps that's happening. Like the Iran thing has to go to Mexico every night. I'm like, really? That feels exhausting. So, but anyway, I'm loving all the excitement.
No, and there's a great Lay's commercial, shout out to Lay's, but it's a Will Ferrell Lay's commercial, and I feel like it's done so well that it's about the World Cup, and they're all cheering in the World Cup, and he's driving like this World Cup bus. And at the end of the commercial, the one girl, they're all in their jerseys. She goes, "Oh, our team lost." And he goes, "Doesn't matter. Pick a new one." And they all just pick a new one. And I was like, that is awesome, because that is exactly what we do. Because I unless you're really into soccer, you're not cheering. Like, you're cheering for the U.S. until we most likely lose. And then.
Yeah. No, you're just
pick one.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Exactly. It's fun. So yeah, that's fun. So what else? What else has been going on this summer? There's World Cup. Oh.
Well, we both watched, you know how we like to talk about our documentaries.
Oh my gosh.
And judge a little bit.
100%. 100%.
And we watched this, actually, we didn't even tell each other. I think we watched this within 24 hours of each other because we're so obsessed with these. Like, the second they get put on, we're like, there it is. There it is.
Yes, exactly. We did.
All right. So this one is called Motherly Instinct, I believe.
Yeah. On Netflix.
On Netflix. Motherly Instinct.
Yeah.
It is so jacked up.
Oh, no. Is it maternal?
Maternal. It's maternal instinct. You're right. Maternal instinct.
Yeah.
It's in my opinion, and I like watch a lot of documentaries enough to know when one's well done and one's not well done. This is really well done. That they cover a lot of aspects. The only thing I don't like, and I'm sure it wasn't for lack of trying, they didn't interview her parents. It's about this crazy woman that basically, long story short, wants a child and murders for the child.
Fakes a pregnancy and takes somebody,
Yeah, fakes a pregnancy and takes someone's baby. And it's there's so much more to it. But this girl, this mother is like faking this whole life, and they don't interview the parents of like, and she's young too. She's like young 20s. But I'm like, what happened to her? I want more information there. I want to know, not that you blame the parents, but like there had to be something in her upbringing that made her create this facade.
Yes. Well, I think, and I saw a meme about this. Like, we all watched The Crash, remember? About the girl, and thought she was the most hated woman in America. And then Netflix was like, hold my beer. We're going to show maternal.
Here's this one.
Yeah. And so.
Which I will say, Rue and I had a really big talk about The Crash. And this is a little PSA announcement. I really think, Rue and I haven't done it yet, but I'm planning on it. We're going to watch The Crash together because new things have come to light that this girl who murdered these two boys in the car crash, she apparently has confessed in prison that she did plan this and do this and was thinking she would die the same, that was the plan.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that is apparently brand new. That apparently what I've read is that happened, that her cellmate told her that there was a journal that she had written all that in.
Oh, okay.
But that not being known at the time of trial, the only reason this chick was really convicted was because of her social media presence. And I told Rue, I was like, you have to, like, what you put out there is what you're putting as, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And if you try to fake it or try to like push the envelope and not be your true authentic self, it's something like this happens and like it put her in jail.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Once it's out there forever.
It's out there.
Yeah.
And they can switch it and make it anything they want and like twist it to be anything they want.
Yeah.
And she kind of thought that some of these videos were just harmless, fun videos. Now, granted, there's a lot to dive into there with like empathy and the lack of
Right.
empathy clearly in those videos.
Right.
But it is still like her social media presence before the crash was used as evidence against her.
Yeah. Well, and you just not even use, as evidence, but also, it's how they taint juries, right? We used to have to train on the CSI effect all the time because prosecutors didn't know how to defend against the CSI effect, meaning juries would expect the prosecutor to do stuff they saw on the TV show CSI.
Right.
And so then the defense attorney, even if it made no sense. So one of the cases was they had video evidence. So of course they wouldn't test for DNA. We have video evidence.
Yeah, it's right there. You see it.
But all the defense attorney has to say is like, well, why didn't you test for DNA? And then that puts it in the jury's head, and it doesn't matter then what happens after that, right? Like, it's in their head. So
it's in their head, and they're like, well, yeah, why didn't you test? Is it because it doesn't match? You knew it wouldn't match?
Even if these social media clips have nothing to do with the case, they can still use them. They can still use them. They're there. They're already tainted. Anyway, but let's get back to maternal instinct because...
Yes. Sorry.
So, well, for our listeners who haven't seen it, I mean, I don't think you can really spoil it. It's a woman who actually, first of all, she has 2 children.
Which is totally brushed over.
Yes, she has 2 children. She starts dating someone else. They don't go into what happened with her relationship.
Yeah. And whether they're the same dad or...
No clue.
Like, she was definitely a teen mom.
Yeah. But she's got 2 kids already. She then fakes a pregnancy with this dude who really could care less whether or not they had a baby. Like, can we talk about Wade? Like, what the heck, dude? Like, so...
They didn't decide if he was just boring or broken.
Or dumb.
I
was like... Okay, so we really need our listeners to watch. So, long story short, she fakes this pregnancy the whole time. She does a pregnancy announcement. She does photos. She, like, ultrasounds. The whole thing. Like, everything
The whole thing.
The whole thing is faked.
And she's using her old ultrasounds as the new stuff that she even has, like, little videos and things. But also... I just, the whole thing, like
the pregnancy goes on for like 10, 11, 12 months. It gets to the point where people are like, okay, this is impossible. Why aren't you having the baby? And finally, Wade wakes up from his slumber and is like, oh, we should have a baby. And she basically says, why don't you go get these hogs at this farm this morning? I'm going to go in and check into the hospital and you just meet me there later. Okay.
And that all makes sense, as well as making sense. She went to all these doctor's appointments and he never went.
Yeah, she said you don't need to go, which is why Wade's an idiot. So what I love about the documentary, I love documentaries that use body cam footage.
I agree.
So the series kicks off that at the very beginning of the episode, is it 3 episodes or is it just a 1-hour deal? I can't remember actually.
I think it's just a 1-hour deal.
I think it's a 1 hour because Ashley and I watched it while we were having
it's just a 1 hour or an hour and a half.
You're right. So it starts off though with body cam footage. She is on the way to the hospital. She gets pulled over for erratic driving. It's blurred out, but there's a newborn baby in her lap with the umbilical cord still attached. And she is telling the officers, I had my baby in the car. Get me to the hospital. Get me to the hospital. My husband is there. Okay. Fast forward, then you realize she gets to the hospital and she won't let them examine her. And then they finally do. And long story short, the doctor's like, she's not had a baby. So she's like, where the heck did this baby come from? And what you find out is, sadly, because it's an awful, horrific story, she literally went to a pregnant woman's house of who she knew. This was a
She
pregnant
knew.
woman.
She was, she had photographed their wedding.
Yes. And she cuts the baby out of the woman's belly, and the woman dies.
And so does the baby.
And so does the baby. And so it is just, I mean, insanity.
Well, and that's just why I think, like, this is so awful and so over the top of just the most worst thing you could possibly think of. And I just want more background of that girl. Like, how did she grow up? What happened? Like, where are her parents?
Yeah.
Again, not to blame them. I just want to know how she grew up and into this, like, thinking that, and they do mention an aunt somewhere in there, that they get a hold of an aunt, because she also tells people she has all this money, and
there's all kinds of other stuff that she's lying about.
She's just putting on a facade of being this very rich person. Yeah. But even then, like, and again, Wade's an idiot. She has 2 kids that she doesn't have custody of. Like, there's your first red flag. There's your guy running across the field with his red flags.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's just, I mean, it's
young kids that the mother doesn't have custody, at least partial custody of.
Well, and the other thing that's insane to me is, like, a lot of people sadly fake a pregnancy for a multitude of reasons. In fact, one of the podcasts I just listened to, I recommend it to everyone. Go listen to Love Trapped. It is phenomenal.
Love Trapped.
It's about a girl who fakes a pregnancy, and it's popular because the guy was on The Bachelor. It has nothing to do with The Bachelor. I don't watch The Bachelor, but he just happens to be that. So, but she faked.
Was it while he was on The Bachelor?
No. No. So it doesn't have anything to do with it, but it's a phenomenal podcast. It's a series. So, like, all 10 episodes are about this woman who faked this pregnancy and was trying to trap him into this pregnancy. But it takes a special psycho to take it as far as murder and kidnapping.
I feel like even the faking of a pregnancy thing, your brain is clearly not thinking there. It's just in the moment of thinking like, oh, this will fix it. Like, no, there is a timeline. There is a whole process. Like, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, it's come out since the documentary that was not the first pregnancy she faked.
What?
Yeah.
And then she just told him, like, she lost the baby or something?
Yeah, because it came out that she with a previous partner, had a maternity photo shoot and did the whole thing again. Or before this. Yeah, so it wasn't the first time she faked it.
That is so weird.
Clearly she needs attention.
It is. Like, it's an attention grab. And I will say, like, I do understand that some men are super attentive and affectionate and all that, like, to when a woman's pregnant, because they're also excited.
Oh.
Like,
not Wade. Wade sure
not Wade. He didn't even, like, he had zero interest.
I mean, Wade was just... I can't, so our listeners, you got to go watch it. Tell me what you think of Wade.
My favorite is Wade's best friend who lets the expletives fly.
Oh, yeah.
And he just...
And they all thought it was sketchy. Even Wade's mom was like, this is all super sketch. Wade just must be dumber to box of rocks.
I think so, too. I say box of hair.
Oh,
I say never let a box of hair.
Okay. I'm just like, what? Dude. So anyway, you're right. That was, in fact... I did. So Ashley and I both love true crime. In fact, we try to, like, that's our version of a girls' night. We have, like, queso and a cocktail and find the newest true crime documentary to watch together.
So Chris pokes fun at me because he'll, if I have my day off or the weekend, and then he, like, goes to turn on the TV, and, like, Snapped or Dateline is the first thing that pops up of, like, clearly what somebody was watching last.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, are you taking notes? And I was like, I was looking into this, and it's actually been documented that women are drawn to true crime because of the storyline. There is a start and there is a finish. It is not unsolved mysteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not unsolved mysteries. It's not okay, we have to do something. We have to act. We have to start a rally. We have to go find this person. Like there is a start
Yeah.
and there's an end. And
Mhm.
it's more following a story
Mhm.
than realizing, you know, that which I guess doesn't really humanize it very much, but you know,
Mhm.
I think that's why they say that women are drawn to murder shows.
Yeah.
There's a great SNL sketch called Murder Show. It's really funny.
I'll have to look it up because I love
It's
SNL.
a very catchy song that I sing to myself every time I'm like, it's time to do laundry and turn on a murder show. Yay.
Oh, I get really sad when because I do, especially since I work from home. My TV is always on. That's like my,
Yeah.
and Keith Morrison from Dateline is my emotional support TV voice.
The
But
day he stops working.
I know, I love his voice.
What are we? And have you noticed that Dateline has been bringing in new young people that they're like, no, 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 it's going to be okay. You're like, it's
No,
not
it's
going to be
not.
okay.
I was thinking that this morning because I also listen to the Dateline podcast when I walk. And I was like, oh, I hope it's an episode with Keith today. And it was. And I had that thought. I'm like, oh man, one of these days he's going to retire.
Yeah, he's probably really tired.
Probably. But anyway, so yeah, I get really sad though when I've watched all of them and I don't have a new crime show. So like I loved it when Maternal Instinct, I was like, oh, yay, that's a new one. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I agree.
There's another one. This is totally random. There are two who
Oh,
who
hold on.
Oh, sorry. It's happening.
I don't know. The sound on my end. I heard there are two, and then it was like a boombox. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Say it again. There's two what?
there's two crimes, completely unrelated. They both have multiple TV shows and podcasts about them. One crime is about two married couples. The two guys go hunting. They go bird hunting. The one guy doesn't come back, and it goes unsolved for 17 years. So I've watched that one a lot. Listened to all the podcasts. There's
It
another
goes unsolved, and I love that it's like two went out, one came back. What could have happened?
Oh, well, you find out though, like of the two couples, the wife from one and the husband from the other were having an affair.
Of course they were.
Of course they were.
And the one shot the other one. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, it's exactly what
17
happened.
years to solve that mystery.
You guys might reckon if you ever watched one of the documentaries about it, his mom is an older woman, but she has these ridiculous pigtails. And if you see here,
I have watched it.
told you. But listen, there's a new one out
so
about it.
distracting.
Wait, there's a new one out about it called The Perfect Marriage. It's on Hulu. It's only 4 episodes, but
I love a good new one.
I made this connection yesterday. There's another documentary on it's running on Hulu. Netflix has its own version, and it is, he's like a nice looking criminal.
Aren't they all?
Hang on, and he's got
Serial killer until proven otherwise.
cute criminal documentary. He's got like face tattoos. Oh my gosh, what's it called?
But he's nice looking.
No, it says that on, I think it's on Hulu.
Oh, that's the title? Good looking criminal?
Something like that. Hulu. I'm Googling it right now. Sorry, listeners.
That's hilarious.
Someone's probably screaming at their phone right now, like, Amy. Oh my God.
And nothing says a quality podcast like Googling during your podcast.
Actually, I'm just going to chat GPT it. It's called Handsome Devil.
Ooh, Handsome Devil.
Handsome Devil. It's the case of Wade Wilson. Okay. He committed multiple brutal murders. Here's the weird connection I made yesterday, though. In a perfect murder, the guy, the husband, who eventually you do find out shot and killed his friend.
17 years to figure that one out.
17 years. He only gets arrested because he kidnaps his current wife, okay, which is the widow of the dead guy. They end up getting married, right? While he's in jail, he asks Wade Wilson, Handsome Devil, to put a hit out on his wife.
I feel like I remember that.
Wade Wilson goes to the cops in the Perfect Murder documentary and was like, hey, this, my jailhouse buddy just asked me to kill his wife, and I don't do that. Like, I'm a criminal, but I don't stoop that low. like,
But that's just trash.
holy crap, that's the handsome devil guy. But this was before he had all the face tats and all that stuff.
That's crazy.
Worlds colliding, crime worlds colliding.
Well, it is like interesting, when you watch Snapped or Dateline and stuff like that, and you'll notice some of the same cops get interviewed.
Oh, yeah.
But you're like, is stuff just going down in that city, or are those cops like, yeah, I'll be on Dateline?
That's right. Love Dateline. I will say I've seen many of my cop friends that I worked with in the National Forensic Academy.
Oh, really?
TV. Oh, it happens all the time. I'll just be listening to something while I'm working, and I'll be like, oh, that was Jeff Garvis from the Forensic Academy. I recognize his voice. Or that was, I'm like, oh, I know that person. So yeah, that's kind of fun. It's fun. It's fun. Well, switching gears, I did something that I haven't told many people about.
So you should put it on the podcast.
Of course. I am an open book, whether my child or my parents listen. So plug your ears if you don't want to listen. I
Lay it on us.
Something. When did I do it? I did it in April, way back in April. And I did it for me, not for Steve, but he happened to benefit from it. I did a boudoir photo shoot.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It was.
Had you never done one before?
Had never done one. Have you done one?
I did one that I thought was hilarious because this is just very me. I did one as a wedding present for Chris.
Yeah.
So I was young and gorgeous. And but what I thought was and the pictures were great, but what I thought was so funny was that I gave it to him in an album on our wedding night. And when he opened it, he goes, "Oh, it's an album." And I made the cover say, "Our wedding journey." And so I go, I documented the entire wedding journey. Like everything's in here from like planting the flowers, everything. And he was like, "Oh,
he's like,
that sounds awful. Like, why would I want that?" And then he opened up and it was naked pictures of me. But I was like, just kidding.
Well, I had never done one and I absolutely loved it. I did it for me because I got to thinking, well, one, probably now at almost 49, I have more confidence than I ever have, even though I certainly do not look the same. Like I was much physically, I was in much better shape in my 20s, right? But
yeah, you're right. The confidence is not there.
Oh, yeah. And some of our listeners know, some don't. I gained 40 pounds a few years ago of like hormonal weight gain and then lost it all a couple years ago. And so feeling good about that again. And I thought, this is probably the best I'm going to look. It's all downhill. It's like all downhill from here. So let's document.
I disagree. I do think you might end up looking, and I say we'll look different, but I do love that as we age, I am more and more comfortable in my skin.
Yeah. And it's funny.
I just like it.
So I use Lighthouse Boudoir. I actually want to have her on as a podcast. We'll do a whole episode.
Fun.
Because it's so much more than a photo shoot. It is more about like this confidence and empowerment. And certainly people do it for their partners like you did. I really didn't. In fact, she has you fill out this whole kind of questionnaire going into it so she knows all the things about you. Like, what parts of your body do you love? What do you hate? And it's interesting. I can't wait to interview her because she said she sees patterns based on people's ages, how they respond.
Interesting.
Like, a lot of younger people are like, "Oh, can you hide my hips? Can you hide my belly? Can you hide?" She's like, older people are like, "Buck naked, don't hide anything, show it all." She's like, but I've seen trends over time too, to what people think. Like, for several years, everyone wanted full makeup and full lashes and the whole deal. And then for a few years, it was like, no, like, nope, I don't want my hair done. I don't want my makeup. So it's just really interesting.
Like what people think is glamorous and pretty and what they want to.
Yeah.
That's it's a great Schitt's Creek episode where Moira Rose can't find her naked pictures online.
Oh, that's right. And she gets upset.
And she's like, "Take 1,000,000 pictures of your body or there'll be no one to find them online."
That's right. Well, I was going to make a post about it. I was going to put it in my Instagram stories. But I did remember.
No, I think that's great. Good for you.
Well, I was going to share it, but my daughter's on Instagram. So I was like, no, she'd be mortified.
So I might going to send her one.
I know, but that's the other thing. Like, I got to think about her being on there now, which is different, Like, not that But there's just some things she doesn't want to know that her mom took sexy naked photos just for fun. Not at 12.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe at 16, 17, we can have that.
I was going to say, but then at a point, it's like, how do you think you got here? Let's move on.
Oh, I mean, she knows that. I mean, listen, sister's been carrying a uterus around since she was 2, a stuffed uterus, remember? But you still
I know. I think it can be, but I think you're right. Do it for the right reasons. Like I will say, I did it for Chris.
Well, that's fine.
I'm not very empowering.
I'm not saying that's a bad reason. Like you can still.
And I would say every once in a while, like I know where the pictures are. I look at them and I'm like, yeah, that looked awesome.
I mean, it ended up working out that his birthday was coming up, and my photographer Santera was like, hey, when do you want your photos by? I was like, ooh, he actually does have a birthday. Could we have it by then? And she was like, yeah. So it worked out, but that's not why in fact, when I booked it, I didn't even tell him.
That's awesome.
I came home that day in full makeup, and I wanted my hair curly just because I wanted it different than what I wear every single boring day. But I just told him I had a branding photo shoot.
Which I should have that coming up too.
But I should have planned ahead, because I did come home from that shoot in full makeup and felt like it was a total waste of a day in full makeup to just like.
Oh, I remember from my shoot, I then drove to Dallas for a friend's birthday party or something, and I looked awesome.
Yeah.
I have clothes on then, but
yeah.
Aaron, my makeup looked amazing.
So anyway, I recommend it, and I want women to stop obsessing over whatever bits they don't like, and really they should all do the photo shoot regardless.
I will say, so let's talk about some body image thing real quick.
Yeah.
Because it's summer, and I do, just for me, I would love to be back in a bikini one day.
Mm-hmm.
I have always been self-conscious about my stomach. I'm built like my mom always called me an egg on toothpicks. Like I hold weight in my stomach, not my legs. And I would like to get there. And I will say, like, I was working towards it, and then life happened, blah, blah, blah. And this year I bought a one-piece swimsuit again. And I was like, oh man, why'd I do that? And then I was like, no, I look great in this swimsuit. And I feel really confident in this swimsuit. And I'm going to go have fun in this swimsuit. And
good for you.
Who gives a rat's booty?
You know what I was,
my Dutch curse.
You know what I was thinking in my head, and I'm going to say out loud as you were talking, I was like, who the hell says you're not ready for a bikini right now? Why do
I
you
will say,
can't wear a bikini?
Well, I made a post with you about this, I'll follow on Instagram or Facebook. I made a reel because Amy posted her bikini picture and she looked so great. And I was like, do you know the first thing I noticed though was that her stomach was tan? Because I was like, I don't think my stomach has seen sun since 2015.
Because you won't put a bikini on it.
That's why I put a bikini on it. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I just need to. But no, I will say I wore a bikini. Like we have our little 9-foot pool in the back, and I'll wear a bikini back there. But I also think, like, life is just too short to feel self-conscious at all.
Yeah.
And if I'm thinking about, like, I don't want to be around friends or family or my kids' friends and family and be like, oh, I've got to, sit this certain way or what. Like, I just want to be there and have fun. And if that's what I look like in a one piece, then guess what? I think I look pretty great in a one piece. Some people might not think that, but I also don't give a crap what they think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, the goal is still there. And this time, I'll be fine. I don't care.
Yeah. No.
I also have the same goal as to wear high-waisted pants for Christmas one year. Like, the cute, like...
I'm too short for those. Yeah. They come up.
But the high-waisted with a belt and like a turtleneck. And I was like, I just love that look so much. And I've never done it because I'm like, no, I just don't like the way I look in it. And it might not be a look for me in general. It might not be something that my body ever wants to wear. But that's my other, like, get your tummy toned and little so that I can wear my high-waisted pants in Christmas.
Yeah.
Weird.
No. I just can't wear them because I'm too short, and they don't make them for short people. So high-waisted comes like up to my boobs.
I have a girlfriend at work that she says she likes her jeans so high-waisted that eventually it just becomes like an outfit. She's like, nope, higher, over the boob. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
This becomes a onesie.
I'm like, is this a t-shirt or is it a dress? Because it works for me on both. Like, I can wear both.
Oh my goodness.
So Oh,
All
my
right.
goodness.
Well, I think that's a good June.
I
Well,
do too.
happy June, everyone. We've given you shows to watch. We've given you boudoir pictures to go sign up for,
Yeah,
trips to take.
to take. And who knows? We'll have to figure out what our July coffee talk's going to be like.
I bet July Coffee Talk is going to be getting ready for back to school action. When do y'all go back?
You're probably right. We go back like around August 20th-ish. Whatever.
Oh, so we're earlier. We go back the second week of August.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of people are earlier than us.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, ours is the third week. So,
Noah.
yeah, we are in 9 to 5 camp this week. Then we go for like another 2 weeks, 1 to 5. And then we're done with camp for the rest of the summer, except at some point in July, she has a sleepaway camp, and then that's it. So
We're the same. Some point in July, Rue has a volleyball camp. But other than that, we preload our camps in June because I work all of June. Because I do textbooks and like uniform sales. And so I work like 4 days a week in June, really 5 days a week now. And then we take all of July off.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. I like that. So, all right, cool. Well, it was good seeing you. Goodness.
I know. Good to see you too. Guys, remember, check us out on Instagram. Check us out on TikTok. Check out our website. It has all of our, we're about to update the website with some new pictures that we're going to take this summer, which will be exciting. And yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah. All right. Bye, Bronze Medal Moms.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for listening to our moms on Bronze Medal Moms. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you. See you soon.
Hair up high, coffee in my hand, baby on my hip, still making a stand. Oh yeah. Burnt toast breakfast, cartoons way too loud, mascara smudge, but I'm still proud. Carpool chaos, homework on the floor, I'm tying tiny shoes like I'm heading on tour. Sometimes I'm raging in the minivan line, sometimes I'm crying in the bathroom fine, but I lace up my heart like leather and chrome. Every crazy day I bring it home. I'm momming like a rock star, doing dishes like a dive bar. Yeah, the crowd is 3, but they scream for me. Whoa. I'm momming like a rock star, perfect mess in a big heart. Give it all I've got, even when I'm falling apart. I'm momming like a rock star. Laundry mountain staring me down, glitter in my hair like a rhinestone crown. Science fair meltdown, costumes all wrong, so we hot glue glory and we sing our song. Sometimes I'm praying at the kitchen sink, sometimes it's cereal and frozen drinks, but I show up on time for every small show. Every tiny win is all I wanna know. I'm momming like a rock star, doing dishes like a dive bar. Yeah, the crowd is 3, but they scream for me. Whoa. I'm momming like a rock star, perfect mess in a big heart. Give it all I've got, even when I'm falling apart. I'm momming like a rock star. Raise your bottles, raise your bras. Every time, mama, you're a backstage star. We got split up stains, we got battle scars, but we tuck them in like we tune our guitars. Oh. We're momming like a rock star, doing dishes like a dive bar. Yeah, the crowd is 3, but they scream for me. Scream for me. We're momming like a rock star, perfect mess in a big heart. Give it all we've got, even when we're falling apart. We're momming like a rock star. Hair up high, hands in the air, trying our best, yeah.